in the minor arcana. So the Two of Pentacles is a card of change, be it internal, external, or elemental. You can count on said change shifting your life for the better. This card indicates that you have the ability to handle more than a single thing at one time. You can be expansive and also be stable and secure. You are in fact supported as you juggle multiple things. As with all two cards, there is a clear message of balancing the many aspects of one's life. This is a time for expanded awareness as you take steps forward to accomplish your goals. The element associated with this card is Earth, the astrology is Jupiter, and the numerology is 2. If you haven't noticed the pattern here, all Pentacle cards are associated with the Earth element. So this card can mean positive change, balance, especially balancing multiple projects, harmony, choices to be made, keeping up with demands, staying in motion, gifts to come, and it can also indicate workaholism. So for me, in Leo language, this card's about juggling two things. So you're either juggling two things and you're doing it well, or you're not juggling two things well and you need to put one aside. If this card shows up in the reversed position, it can indicate feeling bound by your workload. It can indicate overwork, financial problems, miscommunications, being out of balance, and simply just not juggling all the things that you're juggling well. Symbolism in this card. So there's a flying ship in the card and these puffy clouds, and the flying ships and puffy clouds represent the imagination. The full moon is there that indicates that this is a magical time, and the woman that's walking the tightrope, balancing the two pentacles, wears a red feather in her hat for courage and a blue dress for spiritual enlightenment. The card is number 66 in the deck, and the 66 further breaks down to the number 3. 66 is a number of anxiety and worry, usually over money. 3 is the number that urges us to communicate with ascended masters. Basically, the numerology of this card is indicating that we can handle whatever's on our plate or on the horizon as long as we reach out for the divine guidance that we need. The astrology of this card is associated with Jupiter, the planet of luck. So Jupiter is expansive and positive and optimistic, and it always wants the best for us, especially as we're learning and growing. And it is in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, so very practical Capricorn. Alternative interpretations of this card. So if your query is about love and you pull this card and you are in a relationship, it often means that you're struggling to find time for each other. So now is the time to nurture the relationship. Those that are not in a relationship, now's the time to determine whether or not you're truly ready for a relationship, and to be honest with yourself about how much time and energy you're actually putting into manifesting that relationship that you deeply desire. If your query is about work and you pull this card, resist the urge to do everything at once. Make sure that you're limiting your focus to only the things that are your highest priorities. If your query is about spirituality and you pull this card, it can indicate that although the demands of everyday life may be overwhelming, it's time to really make sure that you're nurturing yourself and taking care of your spiritual body, whatever that looks like for you. If your query is about money and you pull this card, invest wisely. Take the time to make sure that your finances are in balance and that you're not overspending or otherwise feeling in lack.